Thank you so much, Mr. Prairie. And I'd like to thank the hosts of this event, especially the Barat Academy. Thank you all so much for coming. And, of course, the RCGA and the Partners for Progress. Thank you all so much. It's important for voters to get to see what their choices are, and this is a great opportunity to do that. You know, we've heard a lot about change in the course of this campaign. And, by golly, everywhere I go, that's exactly what I hear. If I start in Franklin County, go up through Miller, Boone County, Adair County, all the way up to Lewis and Clark County, I hear the want for change. And it's not just the want for change, it is a need for change. Missouri needs change, America needs change. I see it in the faces of the Chrysler workers who are worried about making their minivan payments. And it used to be that they used to make the minivans, but now their factories are shuttered. Or I hear it in the voice of the parent who says, you know, Judy, I got a promotion across town, but I can't take the promotion because I'm afraid that my son who has juvenile diabetes won't be able to get on the insurance because of what the insurance man calls the pre-existing condition. Or I feel it in the woman who grabs my arm at the church picnic and she says, my son is coming home from Iraq and I need you to make sure that he gets the care that he has earned. I'm running for Congress because I want to bring about a whole new politics, not one that's based on ideology or party, but that's based on the American spirit that says we can do anything if we do it together. Not as Democrats, not as Republicans, but as Americans who believe in health care for children and seniors and veterans, and who believe in a new energy economy, and who believe in jobs for Americans and for hardworking Missourians. We can do better. We must do better. If you send me to Congress, I will do better. Thank you very much.
Mr. Luetkemeyer.
Thank you, Bob, and thank all of the hosts for putting this together this morning. I know it takes a lot of hard work and some funds to make it happen. I appreciate all that you've done. I know the kids are excited this morning to get an hour of school off, right? All right. But let me just start by a brief bio of myself. I've got about a 30-year background in the financial service industry, in the banking and insurance business. In fact, I was a bank regulator for a couple of years after I got out of college. I got about 20 years worth of agricultural experience. I raised livestock about 20 years growing up, helped put myself through school that way. I served 6 years in the legislature, was elected to a leadership position, and chaired the Financial Service Committee in my last 2 years there. Also, I've been the Director of Tourism in the state of Missouri the last year and a half. So I've got a very broad and varied background. I'm married, have 3 children, 1 grandchild. I've raised a family. I'm at a payroll. I understand your problems. I share your concerns. Some of the endorsements that I've received so far in this election: Missouri Right to Life, National Rifle Association, United States Chamber of Commerce, National Federation of Independent Businesses, Realtors Association. Those are some of the business folks. The agricultural groups include Farm Bureau, Cattlemen Association, Soybean Association, to name a few. Those people have worked with me in Jefferson City, and they know what kind of job I can get done for them in Washington, D.C. Congress is broken, and we need somebody to go there who has the background and experience and understanding of the issues to get the job done, to be able to find solutions. I think that my job in Jefferson City has shown that I've been able to get the job done. We're somebody who's got the background and experience to do it. I have a jobs and security program that I think can really help get this country going again. It talks about creating jobs, not raising taxes. It talks about getting us out of this financial mess. And my background as a bank regulator is going to be very important here because I can be a leader in finding solutions to those problems. I think we need a national energy policy to be able to find a way to get ourselves out of this mess and provide good, safe, and economical energy in the future. I look forward to being with you this morning. I look forward to sharing my vision with you throughout the morning. Thank you very much.
First question is on the subject of energy, and Mr. Luetkemeyer, you will have the first response. What policies do you support that will provide secure and stable energy supplies to meet the growth needs of Missouri businesses?
Okay, would you repeat the question one more time?
The question is, what policies do you support that will provide secure and stable energy supplies to meet the growth needs of Missouri businesses?
Okay, I think you've got 2 parts to this question. Number one, we've got 2 sources of energy. I think the oil situation that we've just gone through over the last 6 or 8 months is huge. We've got to find a way to develop our own natural resources. We have an American problem, has an American solution, if we have the national will and national policy to drill and develop our own resources. We're the only country in the world that looks at our natural resources as an environmental hazard. That's got to stop. We have the ability, with the amount of resources we have here, to solve this problem. We transfer $700 billion a year to foreign nations for our oil when we could be using those dollars and putting it into our own economy. With regards to the other types of energy sources, I support one of these all-of-above types of solutions. I think nuclear, coal, natural gas, wind, solar, renewable fuels, all should be on the table and help us to help ourselves get ready for this coming energy crunch. We have a situation where within the next by 2025, we need a 50% increase in availability of electrical energy. We don't have the infrastructure to do that right now. The Callaway plant that they're wanting to build, the additional Callaway plant in Fulton, is a huge, huge opportunity for us. We have to put this program at the top of the list. I think it's one of the things we can do to help get ourselves back on track and get going again as an economy.
Representative Baker, 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. On this question, my opponent and I can agree on one thing, and that is that drilling is a good opportunity for us to provide a transitionary period. But it needs to be only part of a plan. Part of a plan, a comprehensive energy policy that moves us to the next generation. It is so incredibly important that, you know, the demand is going to do nothing but increase. And we've got many serious concerns as we look towards your future, the future of your children, and what will be, hopefully, my great-grandchildren someday. What we need to do is have a comprehensive strategy where drilling gets us the transitionary period, but we move toward a new energy economy that does provide for new and renewable sources and alternatives like wind, solar, nuclear. All of these as part of a larger portfolio. And these are things that we can agree on, but where my opponent and I will differ is his energy policy does not actually redirect the oil subsidies. Right now, the oil subsidies are making record profits, hand-over-fist profits, that if we could redirect the oil subsidies to actually retool, refit some of our plants that are shuttered up in this district or close to this district, we could put a very skilled workforce back to work, those Chrysler auto workers back to work, building new, the next generation of cars, hybrids or flex fuels. And these are things that make us different on this policy very much. So I want to move us toward a new energy economy that includes all of these things, but have a comprehensive strategy that moves us forward into the future. And that's what I would propose.
Mr. Luetkemeyer, a 1-minute rebuttal.
Thank you, Bob. I think that my opponent has misstated her position here. She quoted a newspaper back in July as saying that drilling didn't work in the 70s, it's not going to work in the future. She doesn't support drilling. Her alternatives are basically what was passed by the Liberal Congress recently, where you drill beyond 50 miles where there is no oil. That's nonsense. I think we have to do all of the above. I think we have to look at our resources off our shores, look at the Anwar region. We have to develop our oil shale in the west. I think we need to find a way to fast-track the development of some new refining plants where we can get this resource developed. I think that we have the ability to solve this problem if we have the national will to do that.